At 9, I'm Lenny Slagan.
And I'm Bob Grip. Thanks for staying with us. Thousands of suspects face trial every year, and many of them can't afford an attorney. So who pays for their representation? Well, you do.
Fox 10 News is investigating how your tax dollars are spent in the courtroom. Our Letitia Bush breaks down the numbers in a Fox 10 News special report, The Price of Defense. Letitia?
If a criminal defendant can't afford an attorney, one will be appointed to him or her. That's their constitutional right. Those attorneys are paid by your tax dollars. So how much is it costing you? A 2010 capital murder case that has yet to go to trial sparked a Fox 10 News investigation. Justice for Natalie and Chase DeBlaze is tied up in court delays. Investigators say the children were poisoned, murdered, and thrown into the woods. Their father, John DeBlaze, and his common-law wife, Heather Keaton, are charged with capital murder. In March of this year, John DeBlaze's court-appointed attorneys dropped the case a week before trial. One of the attorneys, Jim Sears, estimated he will be paid about $35,000 state tax dollars for work on a case he won't take to court.
Does your work count for something?
I would like to think it would. The work that we have done on this would fill this room, literally.
After that interview, we took a closer look at court-appointed spending in Alabama. Here's what we found. During fiscal year 2013, the state paid out close to $4 million for indigent defense attorneys. That's close to $1 million increase from the year before. And all court-appointed attorneys make $70 an hour.
I can say this without hesitation, that the taxpayers of Mobile County and the state of Alabama are getting a bargain.
Art Powell is a longtime criminal defense attorney. He handled 11 indigent defense cases in fiscal year 2013.
About $144,000 was made off of those cases. Some may consider that to be a big number. How do those billing hours add up?
In the numbers that you gave me, and I had a little opportunity to look into this, of those cases, 2 of those cases were death penalty cases.
Powell was the appointed attorney for Michael Lee, who was convicted of robbing and shooting Kaiser Myreet to death. He defended Carlos Kennedy that year, too. He was sentenced to death for the 2010 murder of Zoa White. Powell says capital murder cases are difficult and they take hundreds of hours to prepare. The government puts no spending limit on defending capital murder cases.
I don't have any problem at all justifying what we do and how we go about doing it and the way we have put together our system. It's more efficient than anywhere else.
And you don't think there should be a price tag on that?
I don't know how you can put a price tag on it.
2 murder cases and a manslaughter.
Mobile County District Attorney Ashley Rich agrees there shouldn't be a spending limit on capital murder cases, but she thinks the prosecution should have more funding from the state.
All we're asking for is help in making the disparity in funding level, and it's not level, and the public needs to know that.
For the 2013 fiscal year, Rich says her office received about $1 million from the state to prosecute all cases in Mobile County. She gets more money from things like grants and court fees. She says 40% of all cases have a court-appointed attorney. The numbers show indigent defense attorneys were given 10 times the amount the district attorney's office was paid to prosecute those same cases.
If a lawyer in my office could bill the state of Alabama $70 an hour for their time, 40 hours a week, 52 weeks out of the year, their salary would be $145,000 a year.
And it's not.
No one except for the elected DA makes that amount of money in this office. No one makes anywhere near that amount of money in this office.
We wanted to talk about the numbers with the finance director, Bill Newton. He handles indigent defense spending in Alabama. After several requests for an on-camera interview, he declined and instead answered our questions via email. We asked if there was a set budget the department operates on. His answer, yes. We also asked if the nearly $1 million jump between fiscal year 2012 and 2013 raised any concerns. His answer, No, we didn't think those answers were good enough for you, so we asked him again. This time, we wanted more details. Newton says the department's budget is about $51 million. The numbers fluctuate from year to year because some payments from previous years overlap into the new fiscal year, and that is not a concern. So how much is too much or too little for indigent defense? The debate will likely continue to happen outside the courtroom. Meantime, the district attorney's office and PAL say they will fight for clients no matter the cost. There is a spending cap on felony cases. PAL told me indigent attorneys work for free a lot of the time because of the spending cap. On our website, fox10tv.com, we've posted charts to help explain the numbers. We've got extra quotes from our interviews, and we're going to take a closer look at the numbers in Baldwin County.